to the Indy Sports Show. It's Zaahier here, and I've got Joburg Super Kings mystery spin bowler, Tabraiz Shamsi. How are you doing, Shamu?
Good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. We find ourselves in Quebec, a city that you fond of?
Very fond of. One of the best atmospheres in the country, you know, the band and the fans singing. Obviously, they won't be singing for my team, but it's always fun, you know, it's one of the places that I love playing in. Also helps spin bowling as well, so that's why I have fond memories of this place and looking forward to being back.
Talking about going back, it's been a full circle for you this SA20. You've gone back to Johannesburg where it all started, spent a bit of time in Paul and now back at the Wanderers. Just what's that been like to be home?
Yeah, it's been amazing. You know, obviously the very first time I played at the Wanderers was in a school tournament. You know, my team made it all the way to the final, and the prize was that you get to play at the Wanderers. And you know, that's a memory that I still remember. For the very first time going to buy coloured pants, because we only played in white pants, and there was a final that we would play in coloured clothing. So really one of those memories that I have is sliding on the boundary trying to stop a ball at the Wanderers when I was still in school. And I was speaking to Devon, Conway the other day that, you know, those indoor nets, we had a lot of indoor practice because of the rain at the beginning of the tournament. Those are the same indoor nets that we would come to, you know, for trials and camps, just hoping to make the provincial team, under 15 team and under 17, under 19s, and now here we are playing for the franchise together. So that was really a surreal moment, so to speak.
You've literally taken the question out of my mouth. A reunion with Devon Conway. I mean, you just went as far as Paul. He went all the way down deep south to New Zealand, and for him to come back and probably meet the same people that he saw when he was a youngster, and now back at that home, just how have you guys connected off the field?
Yeah, you know, Devon and I, not many people know that we were actually flatmates. We lived together for more than 2 years in Durban because we had both...
Who did the dishes?
So the thing was, I would try and cook and he would do the dishes. Because we were both horrible at cooking, I was slightly better, so that was the deal. Whoever cooks, the other guy does the dishes. So yeah, it's just been amazing to be back with Dev. You know, when we played in Durban, he actually said that he wants to go to a specific restaurant that we used to go to when we were youngsters, you know, when we would go out and eat. So we made sure we did that, and he ordered the same stuff that he used to order, you know, all those years back. So it was really nice to sort of relive that, you know, coming from the time when we used to be there, struggling to make the first class team and getting games at first class level.
3-day match fees.
Yes, exactly.
Collecting it for a meal at the end of the week.
Exactly. And now, you know, having played international cricket at all the levels and playing in the leagues, and now being in a professional team together, it's just something that can't be explained. But obviously, the two of us felt what we felt in that moment, to be back in the city where we were, you know, begging for chances to play, and now we're back there under different circumstances, and you know, having achieved our dreams.
It feels like the Joburg Super Kings, it's a bit like a reunion of a boy band, because you've got Devon Conway, and now you're also teaming up with Mr. Miyagi, Imran, Tahir. Just the relationship, I know you've spoken about it many times, but it goes so much further than just cricket.
Yeah, definitely. I think my relationship with Imi is way beyond cricket now. Obviously, when I made the national team, he was the first choice spinner, and I do tell him now, because we're so close, that he kept me on the bench for 4 years. I would have had probably double the amount of games now if it wasn't for him. But you know, the weird thing is that, you know, him being a spinner, me being a spinner, keeping me out of the team and stuff like that. But our relationship never ever got sour from the first day. You know, he took me under his wing as a brother, trying to teach me everything from his experience. So I honestly feel that, you know, my growth was accelerated. You know, he taught me a lot of things, but it was reciprocal. You know, he didn't see me as a youngster, because I'm also a leg spinner, and in South Africa and in the world game actually, it's only leg spinners that understand other leg spinners. There's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes and mentally. So he would ask me for advice as well, even though he's much older than me and a lot more experienced. So that's why our relationship is the way that it is. and now it's like, beyond cricket. Cricket is now a secondary thing in the way we are. We basically like brothers. I know I can count on him for anything, and he can count on me on anything. So yeah, having him there, Faf as well, who was our captain.
Once again, you literally taking the leader of the boy band. Is that clear? He's certainly the leader of the boy band.
Yes.
Faf, having him at mid-on again, watching it just takes us back to all those years with the Proteas. I mean, it must be special for you.
Unbelievable. He was my first national team captain, I think. But besides that, I speak about how there's different things for leg spinners that are important. And having a captain that understands leg spin bowling is unbelievably important. If you ask any leg spinner, what would you like, a spinning wicket or a captain that understands how to handle leg spinners? Hands down, I think it will be 100-0 votes for that. So Faf is one of those guys that understands how to handle the leg spinners and how to make you feel comfortable. And as a wicket taker and as somebody that has the ability to turn the game in an over or two, you need a captain that understands you, and he's somebody that has worked with me and Imi for years. So I couldn't ask for anyone better to be leading us.
The viewers, though, they want to know what's it like to have a captain, but they also want to know who's now leading the style sheets at JSK, because Faf generally does, but we know you give him a run for the money in terms of who is the trip better.
No, I think there's no competition. Faf definitely is the fashion police and the fashion guru, so we'll give him the crown firmly and leave it on his head, because I don't think anyone can compete with him for that.
The Joburg Super Kings, they heading into a run of home games. They Sunrise this year in Joburg on Friday night, and then they go back to the Bullring. Just how crucial are the next couple of matches in the race to the playoffs?
Yeah, I think as we've seen in the previous two editions of the SA20, somehow just always ends up going to the last fixture. That's how close the teams are, and I think this year it will be no different. We find ourselves hovering in the middle, but one win takes you to like second place or third place, whatever it is. So of course every game becomes crucial. We fortunate in a way that we have a run of home games at the back end with not much traveling and stuff like that. So I think we can finally, once we get back home, settle down and get into our work. So looking forward to this game against the Sunrisers and then back home.
And finally, Shama, you got a message for the whistleblowers down at the Wanderers. Do you have something special for them to come out and support the JSK?
Yeah, look, obviously you guys have been unbelievable. I was there as an opposition player the first 2 years, and it was always horrible to play at the Wanderers. So really looking forward to having your support once again. We've got 4 home games coming up, and we'd love you to come there and blow those whistles hard so that the opposition can't even think straight.
Thank you very much. That's Tabraiz Shamsi. I'm sure he'll have a few magic tricks up his sleeve over the next couple of weeks, which we all look forward to. This is Zaahier for Indy Sport.
Yeah. Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Short, sweet.